emotional.
Yes.
How did you kind of find that whole emotional process of doing these kind of hard scenes in the day and then obviously still trying to have fun while we
I was quite lucky actually because, my scenes were quite fun and I had the running around the shopping centre being teenage girls and having heart-to-hearts about boys and, stuff like that. So I got quite lucky. I think poor Jeremy probably was having awful thoughts by the end of the day. But, it's something you just get through. You have to understand that it's important for the film to do it justice, and there are a lot of people going through this. There are a lot of young people. I have a friend who has cancer at the moment and she hasn't got long to live, and it is important that we did it justice and took it as seriously as we could, whether that affected us or not. That was the aim of the film, and I feel like we all did. We tried to do our very best with it. It's a very difficult subject to make a film out of, and you want to laugh on set and you want to have fun and have a social element, but sometimes you have to just knuckle down and put yourself in that state of mind.
That's the thing, your character, she has to be there for her friend.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
So what was it like kind of doing those scenes with Dakota, knowing that she's an American Hollywood star playing this British girl?
Yeah.
I mean, what was it like seeing her transform into that kind of young British
I had no doubt that she'd be brilliant because she's brilliant in everything she fucking does. Like, she's incredible. I was really nervous about meeting her because she was a sort of idol of mine. Even though she's younger than me, she was like, I'd watched her grow up and she was in these films and a genuinely good actress and not just playing the girlfriend or, the hot girl in the school. She's had a brilliant career, a really inspirational career. So for me, meeting her was really exciting, and she's so professional, she's so on the mark, she's so good at what she does. The British accent was amazing, everything about her she brings on set is 100%, and it was a great experience. I learnt a lot from it actually. It was a lot of good.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Yeah, you too. Hello, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you. You're right.
Hello, I'm well, thank you.
So first of all, what was it like working with Dakota, Jeremy, two massive stars?
It was great. It's strange. You beforehand, you're like, oh my god, they're really famous. They've done these huge films. It's going to be really intimidating. And then within 10 minutes of being around them, you're like, oh, just normal kids. They're just like me in every way. So it was great. We hung out. We went to the South Bank together. We just became friends, and there was no stardom or none of that. We were just a group of kids having fun. So it was really good.
And what was it like with Dakota being the only American on set? What did you think of her accent?
She was so good that I was convinced she was English by the end of it. I still find it strange speaking to her now when she talks to me in an American accent. She was absolutely perfect at it. She had me doubting my British accent. I felt like mine wasn't good enough by the end of it. No, she's incredible at everything.
And now, obviously, in the film, Dakota makes a bucket list. Was
Yes.
there anything that you saw in those you thought, oh, I'd actually quite like to do that myself?
I don't know. See, it's something so strange. I don't think you ever know how you're going to react in that situation until you're in it. For me, it'd be about spending time with friends and family, I think, and that would be my main sort of objective. I kind of got everything else out the way already. I was in Skins for 2 years.
So, talking of Skins, are you kind of deliberately picking roles that aren't like that character you play?
It's obviously hard. As a young female of my age, unfortunately, roles are very limited. And as a society, as a business, we haven't got to a point where they can give young actresses really meaty parts. And we're getting there, stuff like this. I did an indie out in America called Emmanuel and Truth About Fishers, and that was brilliant. But it's very difficult to be understood as a young actress, and people want you in your underwear and jumping about, and that's it. But I've always been very picky, and I've always been very careful, because to me this is my job and I love it and I want to do it for a really long time. So I want to pick the good stuff and work with good people as well. Like, a big part of it to me is working with good directors. I want to really understand them, and was incredible. He was a brilliant writer, and that's what really, really attracted me to it.
No, it is a very somber film, isn't it?
Yes.
Was it emotional to film, or?
I was lucky I didn't have any of the really emotional stuff. I was just the fun bit. So poor Jeremy had the depressing stuff, but I was okay. But we wanted to do it justice. We wanted to do our best, and sometimes you do have to put yourself in a dark place for a part, and that's just part of what we do. And we have to pay respect to the hundreds and hundreds of young people that are going through this. This isn't a fantasy film. It's not sci-fi. It's reality. A lot of this happens. So to us, it was all about getting it done properly and giving it some heart and going as deep as we needed to go.
Fantastic, thank you.